Hello and welcome back to Prophetic Word School. This is your virtual classroom. I'm Dr. Herbert McClain, your instructor. Remember, everything you need is accessible on your full access link that has been sent via email to all officially enrolled students. There are 20 parts in this lesson. Once you have completed each part, you will be ready for your final examination for biblical interpretation, and we are already past halfway mark. This is lesson 1, part 11, and we are dealing with progressive revelation. Progressive revelation. Simply put, progressive revelation is that the message of the Bible is progressive. For example, Hebrews chapter 1 verses 1 through 2. In the past, God spoke to our forefathers through the prophets at many times and in various ways. But in these last days, He has spoken to us by His Son, Jesus. Also in Galatians chapter 3 verse 8, the scripture announced the gospel in advance to Abraham. And also in Romans chapter 1 verse 2, the gospel God promised beforehand through His prophets in the Holy Scriptures. Progressive revelation. In the Garden of Eden, in Genesis chapter 2 verse 17, we read that God told Adam not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, because in the day he eat of it, he would die. Only later did Adam understand the full significance of death to which God referred. In Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, we read that there would be enmity between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. Throughout the rest of the Bible, we read about the outworkings of this great conflict. It is not until much later that we find out specifically who the seed of the woman really was and how he would crush the Satan's head. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 3, Abraham was promised that all the nations of the world would be blessed through him. Only much later did the people realize that would someday put Jews and Gentiles on the equal spiritual footing before him, and that the message of salvation through Abraham's descendant, Jesus Christ, would be preached to the entire world. We have come to the end of this session. Let's keep in mind the biblical foundation of this school, found in 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19. We have the prophetic word more fully confirmed, to which you would do well to pay attention as to a lamp shining in a dark place until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your heart.